Anyway, we're here at, I don't know what this restaurant is called, I've just put it here, having Kushikatsu, which is something you're supposed to eat while in Osaka. We have no idea what we're doing. What else is new? I think this is actually where you put your sticks when they're done. So Kushikatsu, I think it's just deep fried different things. We ordered beef, pork, garlic, lotus root, eggplant, sweet potato, pumpkin, like so many things. The thing that's like unique about it is that it used to be that you share the sauce, and it's a big no-no to double dip. So you dip one time, and then if you need more sauce, they give you a bowl of cabbage. You scoop the sauce out onto your plate. Now I think since COVID, that has changed, and there's now a little squirty bottle. There was very specific directions on the English menu of telling you exactly how to do it. Kind of like that the stakes aren't as high now. Okay. I got the lotus.
That's lotus root. Yeah. Can I go for some of the beef?
Yeah.
Ace is going for some sauce. Good boy. This is the beef.
So I guess I'm allowed to double dip because I squeezed it on my plate.
Right, I have the beef. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a thin sliver of beef, but it's delicious. This sauce is...
All of these cost like 130, 140 yen, so like about $1 each. So they're quite like nice sizes. You can eat a lot of them. You're gonna try the lotus root? The lotus root, I love lotus root. So good.
Hayes is also getting a load of sauce over his overalls, which I'll have to wash out later.
Our verdict on Kushikatsu that nobody asked for is that it was really good and like a really fun thing to try. Is it something I like will crave or like want to eat again? Maybe not. I prefer tempura. I know they're not the same, but they're both like fried vegetables, right? We tried to go to a place that looked really cool just around the corner that was on Eater's list of 38 places to eat in Osaka, which is a list we usually like to check out. And it looked really cool. It was busy, but it was tiny. There's so many restaurants here that seem harder to eat at with haste. We'll make anything work, but on a whole, Osaka is one of those places where you're walking around and sort of wishing that sometimes you didn't have a 3-year-old with you so you could like duck in and have a drink there. There's all these like standing bars or like tiny little restaurants, but it's great, and that was really fun. And while we were there, we noticed that it's like literally a straight shot, about an hour walk to where we're staying at the Boly Osaka, which I cannot wait to show you. It's the loveliest room. I'll show you later. So I think we're gonna walk home because it's like not even 5 o'clock. Okay, what was your request to follow up a bunch of fried food with?
The famous cheesecake souffle. What's it called?
I don't know actually. I don't know where we are, what it's called, but there's like a famous cheesecake here that's like lighter and fluffier.
Looks.
And on our journey home, this was like mostly on the way. Also, just to catch you up to speed on what we've done since our last video, we went to the aquarium one day. It was really rainy. Pretty cool. Chattanooga, our hometown, has an aquarium designed by the same design group, so it was very familiar. Eerily familiar. Ours is 2 years younger. Anyway, and then this morning we went out to Katsuoji Temple to reunite our Daruma doll with all of his friends. You can watch that here. It'll be a separate video. That's it. Now you're up to speed. I got a whole cheesecake.
Look at that. Should we have that when we get home?
Oh, good job. You ready? Would you like a slice? Wow. Smooth like butter.
Wrong pop.
Whoa, hazy. How is it? How many fingers would you give it? 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, 5 fingers.
What about can you say oishi? Is it oishi?
Oishi.
about to go do some sightseeing, but before we do, we wanted to tell you a little bit about this amazing hotel we are staying at. It's called the Boly Osaka. Actually, first of all, if anybody's Japanese, is it normal for hotels to provide amazing pajamas? Because this is the second place that's provided pajamas, and they're refreshed every day. I love it. The first day they were like a normal size. The next day we seem to have gotten like the sumo wrestler pajamas. But I love them. They're so nice. Anyway, we're at the Boly Osaka, which is a really cool hotel. It's the kind of place that you walk in, and Pete and I love to stay in places that we still would have stayed at pre-Haze, that are like kind of hip and cool, but are still good with him. And this is totally that place. You walk in and immediately it feels really cool. The lobby is on the 6th floor, and it's kind of a lounge area where you can have a cup of coffee in the morning or a glass of wine in the evening. It's even got this like rooftop that's really lovely. I've been editing videos out there, but it's also beautiful at night. Just a really great first impression. And the room we're staying in is also really amazing. It is massive, which is great. Pace has lots of space to play, to litter his Legos about everywhere. We love awesome rooms, but we're location people, and the Boly Osaka is located in the Kitahama neighborhood, which isn't a well-known tourist destination, but is the kind of place that when we told our Japanese friend we were staying here, he was like, oh, that's cool. It's located along the river, which is really nice.
There's a great park there, which I've been taking Haze to.
And it's super easy to get to all sorts of places. You can go to Kyoto without even having to transfer, but you can also get to some of those more well-known Osaka neighborhoods like Dotonbori, Umeda, or Osaka Castle super easily.
Ah, talking of the castle, that's where we're heading next.
What are you doing?
I'm getting changed.
Oh God, see you there. And here we are at the castle. We actually walked here. It was a lovely walk from the hotel. Theoretically a half an hour walk, but we have a 3-year-old
Dude, look what he's doing.
who insisted on walking the whole way. And that was a beautiful castle that I didn't film very much of. To be honest, it was like an overwhelming amount of history, and I found it a little bit hard personally to like get super into it. But I'm glad we came. The observation deck was amazing. You could see views all over Osaka, and it's a beautiful day out.
I like the traditional clothing. That's what I was going to add.
Oh yeah.
And the, I don't know if it's right to use the word samurai, but like the traditional hats, helmets that they wore, really quite intricate. I didn't realize that. It's not until you see them up close that you see the detail in them.
Thanks for telling me to get a video of one so I could put it in here.
Yeah,
I didn't do that.
Sometimes it's good not to have video of it, because what it does is it just, for folks that haven't been to the Osaka Castle,
Okay.
they are now going to be really intrigued to come and see it themselves. Also, Hayes loved the miniature models of the castle. I think that was his favorite. Okay, so back by popular demand, Pete going down a slide, but this is more like a crater. All, so far, my observation of Japanese playgrounds, all these ones in Osaka, is that they all come with an element of danger.
I don't know what Pete was just saying to camera, but what I want to say to camera is, I'm sorry, but Japanese playgrounds so far are the worst playgrounds we've seen this whole year.
I was just...
I'm only saying that in case somebody has suggestions, but they're all, at least in Osaka, a bit depressing. I'm just keeping it real here. We're loving Japan. Japan's a great place. Come to Japan, but don't come for the playgrounds.
I mean, this is how I just got up here. I don't know if you can see that very well. And Hayes also just climbed up it as well. But I mean, you slip and you fall down that, you're gonna really hurt yourself. But okay, anyway, I'm waiting. Also, there's a lady with a dog, so I'm waiting for her to move out of the way before I go down.
That was delicious. We had, it's the spice curry, which, from my quick Googling, is different than like Japanese curry because it doesn't have flour, so it doesn't have a roux. It's just flavorful from all of the different spices. And I guess the curries got popular here sometime in the 1800s when the British ambassadors brought curry powder. There's your history lesson. It was delicious, the place was adorable. Very affordable, like 1,000 yen each, about $7. And you could pick 2 different curries. Really wonderful. One more thing I'm surprised about here, not a negative thing, just something I'm surprised about, is that like 75% of the restaurants we've been eating in, I think, have been cash only. Like a lot of stuff is cash only here. And there's certain countries we visited this year where like I've expected that. Japan was not somewhere I expected to be so reliant on cash. If anybody knows like why that is, because the technology is here. So the other reason is usually like tax evasion, which doesn't strike me as like a tax evasion place.
What are you trying to claim?
I'm trying to claim that when we were in Greece there was a lot of cash. Anyway, okay, I'll stop making assumptions on places. But I would love to know like why are so many places cash only? Goodbye. Look at this little bike parking lot. So cute. Another thing that was surprising is going to be perceived as negative. This one is slightly negative.
You're on a roll.
No, I'm just things that surprised me about Japan. I don't know, I want to remember it. People sometimes find that interesting. Tons of bicycles here. Love a biking city. No bike lanes. And not even no bike lanes, nobody biking on the road. Everybody is biking. We're still in Osaka, by the way, on the sidewalks. Which, I don't know, is, as a pedestrian, is annoying.
And someone did say in our first Japan video, like a comment about how crazy the biking is, and you do have to really watch out.
Yeah.
Our tour guide?
No, it was our tour guide. He said they, you know, they're going where they're going, and they're not watching out for you. Which I understand when there's like you're on a bike path or they're on a road. This sounds like I hate bikes because I'm the person at home that rides a bike that is so angry that no cars care about me when I'm following the rules. I love bikes. I don't love bikes on the sidewalk. It's surprising to me that there's not the infrastructure to go with the number of bikes that are here. So if there's any insight on that, or if I'm wrong or totally off base, let me know. I know you will.
You know, like on the road, on the sidewalk.
No, because I don't want them to hit you. Do you like them on the sidewalk?
No.
Where do you like them?
Maybe on another path.
Oh, message for Osaka City government, straight from the voice of the future. Today is the day of striking out on the food situations. We wanted to come get Okonomiyaki. I know we were eating last time we saw you. We did stuff this afternoon, like go to Uniqlo and apply for Indian visas. This place looks really adorable, but it's tiny, and she said it was reserved. So I don't know why I felt the need to update you that, but back to the drawing board. This place looks great.
If we had more time, we would have come back here because it does look really cool.
Yeah, she didn't seem like too thrilled to have us anyway, but anyway. Cheers. So, one door closes. Now anyway, we typed in Okonomiyaki into Google. That is one thing I love about Japan after coming from Korea. You can use Google Maps. Great. We found ourselves here. I'm getting good vibes. The food hasn't come, but the lady is lovely. This place feels cool. It's got like a whiskey theme. Very excited to eat Okonomiyaki.
Remember the rule that you got to sing over the song to not get a copyright claim.
Okay, let's hear your best.
This is a madness song. Our house in the middle of the street. Our house.
Also, cool story. They have a Daruma doll over there, and Hazy was like, "We saw that at the temple." We got Okonomiyaki, which is an Osaka thing. Also Hiroshima, but slightly different. From what I remember, okonomi means like anything you want, and it's like a pancake but made from, there's a lot of cabbage, ours has squid and shrimp, a bunch of vegetables, and then bound together with a little bit of flour and egg, I believe, topped with Okonomiyaki sauce, mayonnaise. Ours has green onion and egg. It looks, oh, is that all egg all over it? Yeah. It looks delicious. I don't know if it's traditional that we got it covered with like green onions and egg, but it's really good. It's like such a comfort food, right? I couldn't tell you what's in here. It all blends together.
Not that anybody's counting, but this is my second beer.
We got a highball before your
Somebody that I don't like to see like me.
from the forest. This is a bit different from us, but our friend Dice, who saw in a previous video, invited Hayes to his son's forest school today. So we're just hanging out in the forest near Nishinomiya, which is a suburb of Osaka, and Kobe. It's kind of between the two. And Hayes is having a big time with the kids here.
It's amazing. I mean,
and now we're being stared at by all the kids. So we should put away the technology. But they're loving it. One kid just found a spider that they're all just like handling. It's wild.
Yeah.
Now they're saying shh because we're filming. Okay, see ya.
Figments of our imagination. I don't think it's strange that I can't seem to shake.
So anyway, thank you to Dice and Akina for inviting us to Harumi's forest school, and also to the principal and all the wonderful teachers here. Hayes is rolling around the dirt, having the time of his life. This is such a special treat. Thank you.
leave in the comments below, would you have liked to have gone to a forest school when you were Hayes' age?
Or do you send your kids to one now?
Yeah.
This is it's extra special because this is a really popular type of school where we're from in Chattanooga, Tennessee, because we're lucky to live in a beautiful, beautiful place. Obviously it became even more popular during the pandemic, as it did here, but it's so wild to be on the other side of the world, seeing kids that are like dressed like the kids at home, like in their North Face and their cute little hats, and like in an environment that looks really similar to Chattanooga.
It's converting me to it, because I was maybe a little skeptical about it, but like now that we're in it and experiencing it, I mean, I feel like Hayes would love it.
I'm a little bit slower because I'm like the least nature-loving person ever, but I get it. I'm getting it too. It's wonderful.
No, it's not true.
This is good content. Get away.
Say cheese.
Cheese やって。
Okay, we're at a tonkatsu restaurant, and it looks incredible. Tonkatsu is like one of my favorites. Sorry, just got some chopsticks. But the star of the show is actually the salt that's on the plate, because it's actually imported by our really good friends Dice and Akina.
This is Akina. She hasn't been on the
Oh
video
yeah!
yet.
I'm sorry. I didn't introduce you
Akina
yet.
and Maya.
And Maya's not been
new
on the...
additions.
Okay. Sorry about that. But we're really excited to try this. But even more excited to taste this salt in Spanish. It's from Spain.
Tell us about this salt.
Yeah, no, yeah. Can you tell us about the star of the show here on the plate?
Hi, my name is. Can I introduce everything?
Sure.
Okay. They serve very low heat tonkatsu with great branded pork, and this is a citrus, and this is yuzu pepper, and this is salt from Spain, great natural plastic-free. Best in the world, and this is soy sauce, dry soy sauce, and this is anchovy, and this one is miso, a bit spicy miso, and black pepper, and pickles, and me and myself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning. This morning we are headed to Nara, which will be a separate vlog, which means that is the end of this video. We really appreciate you watching. If you're new here and you found us through our Japan videos, we've got loads more on the way. We hope you'll stick around. Give this video a like if you liked it, and see you in the next one. And a really big thank you to Dice and Akina for inviting us to Hiromi's Forest School. That was so special. And also a massive thank you to the Boly Osaka for hosting us at the start of our journey here in Japan.
See you in the next one.